Well, in a story that came out of Natural News in October of this year, headlines, unbelievable scam of cancer industry blown wide open. $100 billion a year spent on toxic chemotherapy for fake diagnoses. National Cancer Institute shocking admission affects millions of patients. Well, I mean, I've been yelling about this forever. If you read my books, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, Black Gene Lies, Let's Play Doctor, Epigenetics, you're going to find that I've been talking about this since the 1960s when I was doing these 20,000 autopsies for the National Institutes of Health for the Center for the Biology of Natural Systems, okay? And again, that's been my whole premise. Of course, I have a couple of new audios and videos with DVD. Somebody should go to jail. And the CD, public enemy number one. I mean, why do I go after doctors like this? Because of these types of things. $100 billion a year for fake treatments. And, of course, the doctors call naturopathic doctors like me and chiropractors quacks. Well, what do you call doctors who misdiagnose? No, I take that back. They don't misdiagnose. They make a fake diagnosis of cancer so they can get enormous amounts of money for chemotherapy treatments, $40,000 a treatment, $100,000 for treatment, this sort of thing, right? What do you call people like that? Well, they should all go to jail for insurance fraud, and, you know, some of them should go to jail for life because they've killed people who don't have cancer with toxic chemotherapy. This is kind of crazy when you think about it. Well, let's look at some of the statistics. When you look at seniors just over the age of 65, and this is from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the Office of Inspector General, which is their auditors. This came out, in 2011, I believe. And what they said was that medical doctors, now listen, medical doctors kill 15,000 seniors over the age of 65 each month. That's 180,000 a year, okay, for a screening test, which include cancer screening test and unnecessary procedures. They kill, injure, and infect. This is according to the Center for Disease Control, the federal agency that tracks this stuff. They kill, injure, and infect 15 million people each year in hospitals and clinics. They kill, injure, and infect 15 million of their patients or customers in hospitals and clinics every year. That's Center for Disease Control. Now, another one from the Center for Disease Control, this came out in March of 1998. It said each year in America, medical doctors infect 2 million people in hospitals alone because they don't wash their hands after they go potty, something a 3-year-old's trained to do, right? And of these 2 million people who are infected because doctors don't wash their hands after they go potty in hospitals every year, 90,000 die. 90,000 die each year just because doctors don't wash their hands. Now, what would happen if North Korea or Iran were to send over intercontinental ballistic missiles with biological weapons, infect a large population center in America, about 2 million people, with a biological weapon, and kill 90,000? It'd immediately be war. We would declare war on them immediately. Well, here's one trade, the medical trade, that does this year after year after year, every year, year after year after year, and nobody does anything about it. Nobody even raises their eyebrows. Nothing is happening. And so I urge you, contact your congressmen, contact your senators, write emails to the president, write emails to your governors, contact everybody you can, call the newspapers. What is going on here? How can one trade, one profession, like the medical profession, rob their customers of $100 billion a year? Well, that's actually small. That's chump change. Because the fraudulent billing that medical doctors give to your insurance companies each year, not the government, but to the insurance companies, your doctors bill your insurance companies for $750 billion each year, false billing. They do procedures you didn't need. They bill your insurance company when they didn't even see you. $750 billion a year, that's $750 billion. That's 1/3 of the medical budget is fraudulent billing, and every doctor gets a walk. Somebody's got to go to jail here. That's why I called my new DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, and my new CD, Public Enemy Number One. Don't forget the books, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, Black Gene Lies, talks about cancer in there. Whoa, you won't like the results of that one when you find out what the medical doctors are doing to the black population in America. And then Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Apparently that's the only time they won't is when they're dead. And then Let's Play Doctor, the book. It teaches you how to do your own diagnoses. That's right, you can do your own diagnoses. You can go to a pharmacy without a prescription, get the same test strips your doctor, even things like colonoscopic exams. You don't need to have a doctor stick a garden hose up your rump and puncture your intestines and kill you. Okay? You don't want to be one of those 15,000 they kill every month who are over age 65 with these unnecessary screening tests and procedures for cancer diagnoses. What you want to do is do this stuff yourself. Go to a pharmacy without a prescription, and the book Let's Play Doctor will teach you how to interpret the results so you can maximize your benefit. You can do a physical your doctor will charge you and your insurance company $2,000 for. You can do the same physical for $4.50 because you get all the same test strips for like $1.50 each. Okay? And this is very simple stuff. Again, I urge you to get a hold of the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the book Black Gene Lies, the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the book Let's Play Doctor. And you can do all this stuff yourself, avoid the doctor, avoid being damaged, injured, and killed, and avoid being defrauded of your money. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Longevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Longevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound, turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
So you finally decided to start taking a vitamin supplement. Those chewables and tablets are fine if you don't mind paying for something that is only absorbed about 4 to 6%. However, a liquid supplement can have a 90% absorption rate if you choose the right one. Longevity offers a wide variety of liquid supplements with a 90% absorption rate or more. Beyond Tangy Tangerine may be the best one ever invented. It starts as a liquid, then is freeze-dried like those instant coffees into a crystal. Then all you have to do is add a couple of scoops to water. No refrigeration, no fuss, no mess. Not only do you get a complete multiple vitamin, Beyond Tangy Tangerine also has minerals, and it tastes fantastic. You'll want to drink it all day long. So the next time you reach for a vitamin supplement, reach for Beyond Tangy Tangerine from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
With increasing rates of osteoporosis, it's becoming more and more evident that most Americans have low blood levels of calcium. Some would say,
I get all the calcium I need from dairy products.
Unfortunately, that's just not true. Besides, most dairy products are homogenized and can contain steroids and antibiotics that kill off good bacteria in the digestive system. Not to mention, the human body needs magnesium to make use of dietary calcium. That's why Longevity developed OsteoFX Plus, containing bioavailable plant-derived forms of vitamin D3, calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper, and glucosamine sulfate. OsteoFX Plus is formulated to support healthy bones and joints. Not to mention, OsteoFX Plus tastes great, unlike other products that taste like chalk or dirt. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, I thought we'd talk a bit about resveratrol, as I've got a story that I found on, originally saw it on CNN and then got it off Time Magazine. It says, here's what happens when you drink red wine every night. Say alcohol too much can be destructive to your health, raising your blood pressure, raising your risk of several types of cancer. Too little, you may hold back on some of the benefits that moderate drinkers enjoy, like lower incidence of cardiovascular disease, mortality, and type 2 diabetes. This is all from a new study published in the Annals of Internal Medicine. Researchers at the Ben Gurion University of the Negev in Israel wanted to see how safe and effective it is for a specific group of people, those with well-controlled type 2 diabetes and who had a low risk for alcohol abuse, to drink moderately. The people with type 2 diabetes are more likely to develop cardiovascular disease, have lower levels of HDL cholesterol. They chose 224 people who fit this profile who didn't drink wine currently, assigned them to drink one of three things at the beginning of their dinner. One was mineral water. I don't know how many minerals were in it, probably not all 60 that you need. Dry white wine and dry red wine. They also followed the Mediterranean diet without any kind of calorie restriction for up to 2 years. They also filled out questionnaires and were subject to follow-ups like blood draws at the start of the study, 6 months in, and at 24 months. They were looking for biomarkers of glycemic control, lipids, and liver function, found that the red wine drinkers had a significantly increased HDL cholesterol and had more beneficial cholesterol ratio compared to the group that drank water. The only group to experience a significant drop in components of metabolic syndrome, people who drank either red or white wine, also reported they slept better. And researchers said there was no significant adverse effects in any group. And according to Dr. James O'Keefe, he's a chief preventative cardiologist at the St. Luke's Mid-American Heart Institute in Kansas City, is quoted as saying, "This is what I've been telling people for years based off observational data. Says it seems to me that my patients who drink red wine in moderation tend to do better, and this is really a solid gold standard kind of research confirming our intuitions about the beneficial effects of moderate alcohol intake." Wasn't surprised that the best results came from the group drinking red wine. Says it has resveratrol levels 13-fold higher than the white wine. It also contains a lot of unique antioxidants that are hard to get in other places. It goes on to say, if you have a glass of red wine with your evening meal tonight, your peak blood sugar, if you measured it an hour later, would be about 30% lower if you hadn't had the wine. Said post-meal spike in sugar is one of the Americans' main sources of inflammation, which contributes to everything from diabetes to dementia, heart disease, and arthritis. So there you go. Something you've been talking about for years.
Well, I need to flourish there.
I think that's exactly right.
Yeah, in fact, they make great observations, like people who do take in this resveratrol, particularly the red wine, do very well. In fact, the French live 15 years longer than us. They start, giving their kids a quarter of a teaspoon of red wine when they're born, and they all drink about 2 or 3 or 4 glasses of red wine a day. They live 15 years longer than we do, have a lot less cardiovascular disease. And, of course, in Youngevity, we have several products with significant amounts of resveratrol. One is Cell Shield RTQ. 2 of those capsules give you the amount of resveratrol you find in 264 glasses of red wine. I take 6 capsules a day. Essentially, I'm getting the same amount of resveratrol as I would get from 1,000 glasses of red wine a day without the alcohol problems. And very interesting, also OPCT is a green tea extract, and also the resveratrol from red wine, OPCT. So I take 3 of those twice a day. I take 6 of the Celsius RTQ a day, and it's just fabulous how it makes you feel. You can resist just about any disease. I mean, it just supports your immune system so well. Your immune system really works on resveratrol. So thank you for bringing that one up. And of course, don't forget, it's still fun to drink red wine, but don't forget, you want to be sure to take lots of it through Celsius RTQ and OPCT. Thank you, Doug. And we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to patients.
All right, let's head to Las Vegas, Nevada. And Sally, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Sally, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi.
My GFR is 47% functioning 6 months ago, and I purchased your anti-aging start pack and selenium, and I noticed that the OsteoFX has 600 milligrams of phosphorus. If you have a kidney issue, your kidney cannot
well, that's not quite true. So, what is your GFR, your glomerular filtration rate? What is that now?
No, I don't know. I didn't went back to my doctor.
Do you remember what your creatinine levels are?
1.16.
1.16. Okay, that's actually not bad. 1.16. And you're on dialysis?
Oh, no.
Not yet. Not on dialysis yet. Okay. How much do you weigh, Sally?
130.
Okay. Do you have diabetes?
No.
Okay. Do you have high blood pressure?
It's controlled.
But you do have high blood pressure, but you're taking medicine for it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any skin problems, any dry skin, eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis?
No, just dry skin.
Just dry skin, okay. And do you have any history of bronchitis or asthma?
No.
I'm sorry, did you say anemia?
Yeah, anemic. I'm 9.4, 6 months ago.
Yeah, it should be 14 to 15 kind of thing. Okay. All right. So 2 things we have to do here. Number 1 is stop the bad stuff, which can cause damage. And the reason why a person's glomerular filtration rate it goes down is not because there's anything wrong with the kidney, but because there's a reduced amount of the dirty blood getting into the filtering units called glomeruli. So we need to increase the blood flow into the filtering units, and so that glomerular filtration rate will go up again. So you got to get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates and nitrites, no oils. That includes microwave popcorn, theater popcorn, olive oil, coconut oil, margarine, mayonnaise, salad dressing, cooking oils. You can't have them all. Any of them. And then no gluten, no wheat, no barley, rye, no oats. And at 130 pounds, I would have you take 1 healthy brain and heart pack per month, 1 healthy brain and heart pack per month, get an extra bottle of selenium, so you can take 3 of those twice a day, a half a dose of everything else twice a day. Then I would have you take the Ultimate Cardio Sticks. I'd have you take 2 of those a day, 1 at breakfast, 1 at dinner time with water. And this will require 2 boxes. They come in boxes of 30. And this is going to support healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow through the little arteries that produce or get the blood into the filtering units. And also it's going to support everything you need to support healthy hemoglobin levels, so your anemia can go away. Call me every 2 weeks. Let me know your numbers. We'll be back after these messages.
Let's head to Los Angeles, California, and Yvonne, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Yvonne, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How can I help you today?
I have stage 4 cancer, breast cancer that metastasized to the liver, and basically they want me to be on chemotherapy. However, my blood pressure stays very low, and there are some things that I just cannot do. and I just really need help. I feel like I have ascites very bad because of the liver, and
yes, I understand.
I just feel
You have fluid accumulation in your belly because of the liver problems. And how much do you weigh now,
Right.
Yvonne?
I weigh about 87 pounds.
87 pounds, and that includes all the fluid.
Right. Sometimes it's about 93, though.
Okay, so it'll run from 85 to 100, somewhere in there.
Right.
Okay.
I never get to 100. It's always about 90.
Okay, how long ago were you diagnosed with breast cancer?
2011, November 2011.
Okay, so about 4 years ago. All right.
Right.
And how much? Let's see here. Do you have any other issues? Any diabetes or arthritis, anything like that?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, there's two things we have to do to deal with this. Okay. Yvonne, we have to stop throwing gasoline on the fire. So we have to stop all the bad stuff. Okay. No more bad stuff. And secondly, we got to give everything we can for your body so it can support repair and defense. So get rid of the bad stuff is very important. No fried foods, no exceptions. No fried foods, nothing fried, okay? No processed meats with nitrates and nitrites. That means no deli slices, no sandwich meats, no sausage, ham, bacon, bologna, salami, pastrami, pepperoni, jerky, corned beef, Spam. All that's got to go. No oils. That means no microwave popcorn, no theater popcorn, no olive oil, coconut oil, margarines, mayonnaise, salad dressing, and cooking oils, because when you eat them, they produce trans fats, heterocyclic amines, and acrylamides, all of which cause inflammation of all tissues, increase your risk of obstructive artery disease, clogged arteries, if you will, and also increase your risk of cancer. So you need to stay away from these oils. And then no gluten, no wheat, no barley, and rye, no oats. So where are you going to get your calories? What I want you to do is get your calories from baked sweet potatoes with some butter and cinnamon. I want you to get some calories from baked white potatoes with butter, okay, and some cheese. All that's good. But no wheat, barley, rye, or oats. Okay, for breakfast, I want you to have 4 eggs every morning, and I want you to have 4 more eggs during the day. They have to be poached with a soft yolk or soft scramble in butter, not oils or margarine. That's for high-quality proteins to support your immune system, help maintain your weight. And also, I'd like you to, get your pen and paper ready, because when we come back, I'm going to give you the supplement program for your immune system, and we'll be back, Yvonne, after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us between noon and 1 Pacific, 831-685-1080, toll free, 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. You do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And I want you to get a hold of that new book out called Prepare. The subtitle is The Prepper's Survival Bible. And the foreword's written by, and contributions to the book are written by Marvin Ropp, a highly decorated Navy SEAL. And it's sort of a upgrade of the book, God Bless America. Just really a great, great book for home survival. She tells you how to deal with home invaders, how to deal with muggings, how to prepare for when the grid goes down, either from natural disasters or from man-made skullduggery, how to deal with earthquakes, floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, wildfires, how to prepare for these things. And, of course, Youngevity has all the Go Foods, Beyond Organics, and we have colloidal silver. We have the good herbs. What a great thing to have around. We're talking about extracts of herbs to deal with many, many types of health conditions. And, of course, that trilogy books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Be Herbal Doctor, and Passport to Aromatherapy. But throw in Prepare. Okay, the Survival Bible, the Prepper's Survival Bible. You will love this book because it's going to add the percentages, high percentages for survival of you and your family if something befalls you. Okay, Prepare, the book. Okay, it's called Prepare, the Prepper's Survival Bible. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to California, Yvonne. Okay, in addition to getting rid of all the bad stuff, stop the ongoing damage, let's say 87 pounds to 95 pounds, I want you to take one healthy brain and heart pack per month. One healthy brain and heart pack per month. Get an extra bottle of selenium. So you can take 3 of those twice a day or 2, 3 times a day for a total of 6 a day. That's going to support your immune system. Also contribute to the health of your liver, make your liver stronger. And then also, I'd like you to get what we call the Beyond Tangerine BTT 2.0 tablets. That's in addition to the healthy brain and heart pack. I want you to get 2 of those bottles because I want you to take 3 of those tablets twice a day or 2, 3 times a day for a total of 6 tablets a day of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 tablets. Okay, and that's going to give you 320,000 ORAC points, oxygen radical absorption capacity. It's how many free radicals are neutralized by the antioxidants in a product or a diet. And the people who live a long time, Yvonne, the top 20 longevity cultures, they take in 50,000 to 100,000 ORAC points. Americans, on the average, only take in 18. Okay? So this is going to help your immune system. One last thing I would throw in is Ocean's Gold. I want you to take 3 of those twice a day. It's 2 bottles a month. And it's because the sea cucumber is in there. Even though Ocean's Gold is designed for the thyroid, it has sea cucumber in there, which is one of your immune system's best friends when you have cancer, particularly metastatic cancer. Okay? And what I want you to do is call me every couple of weeks. Tell me how you're feeling, what's going on, how your blood pressure is going, how your weight's holding up. But don't forget those 4 eggs twice a day, not fried, not in oil, not in margarines. And if you want to, we have the protein drink, either in vanilla or chocolate. You can make it with heavy whipping cream or half and half instead of water. You make it with water. It's a weight loss product. You don't want to do that. So I want you to make it with either half and half or heavy whipping cream. You can throw the eggs in there, blend it up, and either freeze it and eat it like an ice cream or throw ice in there and blend it up and drink it as a cold shake. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to New Mexico. And Kathy, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Kathy, you're on the air.
Hi, Doc. Good to talk to you.
Thank you. What's
up? I
have
a friend of mine that was diagnosed with fungal skin infection under both her armpits and on her left elbow. And she is on 90 for life, gluten-free, avoiding 10 bad foods. And we've tried everything on that, several different oils. Of course, she was prescribed athlete's foot cream, which didn't use that, obviously, but also tried the Trinity lotion. Nothing is getting rid of this, and the itching is
let's back
almost
up.
Unbearable.
Okay, let's back. Is it itching or painful?
Itching and somewhat painful, yes.
Okay, now, does she have any history of chronic bronchitis or asthma?
No.
Okay, does she have any history of bowel problems, constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, colitis?
No, not at all.
Does she have children?
No.
Okay. Does she have any brothers and sisters, do you know?
Yes.
Does she, or do they have any health problems?
One of them has a heart condition.
Okay. It's possible, because I haven't seen a picture of it. We may have to get me a picture to see what this stuff looks like. Just because some doctor diagnoses it a fungal infection doesn't mean that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You start talking about rashy, itchy type stuff under the armpit and on the elbows, you're starting to talk about psoriasis. You're starting to talk about other things. Now, one of the things I found is when people have a gluten intolerance, of course, they're going to have multiples of deficiencies, but two of the biggest ones are eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, which can look like a fungal infection to the unknowing, and also they can have things like respiratory problems, which she doesn't apparently have, but this is caused by deficiency of a single nutrient, which is big and clumsy. And so I would urge her to get rid of all gluten, no wheat, no barley, no rye, no oats.
Yeah, she's
Okay, that
done
means
that
cereal,
pretty
no
much.
oatmeal for breakfast. I mean, the dog, the cat, the bird, the fish, man, mother-in-law, everybody in the household has got to be gluten-free, okay,
Mm-hmm.
for this to work. Then, what does she weigh, you think, Kathy?
145.
Okay. Then I'd have her take 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month. A full dose of everything twice a day. Healthy Brain and Heart Packs. That's the quickest way to say it all. Then I would also have her take the hair, skin, and nails. Have her take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. That's specifically for skin health. And then I would use the PureWorks liquid soap and the PureWorks spray or foam, whichever she prefers. And we have a lotion for PureWorks also. And it kills any fungus and yeast and bacteria and viruses. I doubt if that's what it is, because all these other creams and things should have had some effect if that was what it was. But it also has very pleasant positive effect. We also have the CM cream, which is an analgesic. It reduces discomfort and itching. It also can reduce inflammation. So the CM cream can follow after she's had a cleaning with the PureWorks, so she can spray her arms and elbows and underarms with the PureWorks before she goes to bed at night, and then during the day use the CM cream for the itching and discomfort and so forth and inflammation. And so that's kind of where I would start. But the exclusion diet, no wheat, no barley and rye, no oats, and that includes cereal for breakfast and no oatmeal. There is no such thing as gluten-free oatmeal, although people will tell you there is, but there's not. And if she needs to have bread or something like that, every grocery store has a gluten-free aisle. We have gluten-free cookbooks, so she can, talk with you and get all this stuff, okay? So let's start there, because I think the misdiagnosis is correct. Obviously, there's a problem here, but doctors are calling it a fungal infection, and everything that would normally have some effect on a fungal infection isn't working, which means probably the diagnosis is wrong. It could be, and I think it's a high probability that it's a gluten intolerance, and you're seeing these nutritional deficiencies show up as a skin problems. Okay? Call me every couple of weeks. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Kansas. And Barbara, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Barbara, you're on the air.
Yes, I think just listening to the program, you answered some of my questions on weight loss just to the stomach. Just the stomach is large. So the Hell's Kitchen, that will help me.
Okay. How tall are you, Barbara?
About 5'7".
Okay, and what do you weigh?
160.
I didn't hear that.
160.
Hello?
I think she's
Hello?
got somebody picked up the other extension in her house or something.
Is Barbara still there?
Here, I'm here.
Okay, well, hang on. Tell you we're going to have to go to this break, but tell the other people in your house they can't pick up the extension. We'll be back after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 94 Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to Kansas and Barbara. How much do you weigh, Barbara?
160, 165.
Okay.
It seems to be just the protrusion of the abdomen. The rest of my body
I understand.
is just normal.
I understand, but I have to know all this stuff before I can be correct here. I don't want to be like a medical doctor who tells you what to do and he doesn't even know what you got, right? And so that's why I have so many problems with the medical system. Okay. So anyway, what I want you to do here, after listening to you and all this stuff here, what I want you to do is, because during the break I learned you also have a constipation problem going along with all this. And so what I want you to do for the constipation and have comfortable stools, comfortable bowel movements, I want you to start out with a tablespoon, which is a half ounce of the herbal rainforest in a glass of water before you go to bed every night. And that 1 quart of liquid will last you 2 months. Okay, it has, it's a quart, it has 32 ounces in it. And so that 1 quart will last you 2 months because you're only going to use a half ounce in the evening before bed with a glass of water. Herbal Rainforest has 14 legendary cleansing herbs, including Cascara sagrada and Taraxacum, and 78 minerals. A very, very interesting product. Okay, then also, I want you to take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. I want you to take 3 selenium at breakfast and dinner, 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses twice a day, and 3 of the EFAs twice a day. All that will be accomplished by the 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. All right. Now, specifically for the bloating and the belly stuff, I want you to take, in addition to the herbal rainforest, I want you also to take the ASAP. And I want you to take 1 dropper full under your tongue, 30 minutes before each meal, 1 dropper full under your tongue, and leave it absorb through oral tissues. And that's going to help you lose about a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And you may want to do that, say, for a month. Okay, and you might get down to, say, 150 pounds, 145, 150 pounds. That can make you slimmer, particularly in the belly area. Specifically, this helps reduce belly fat and gas and so forth, so that'll help there. And then give me a call every couple of weeks and let me know your weight. Okay, let me know how in fact, I take a tape measure and measure your belly around and see if you lose a half inch or an inch or something like that in your belly. But don't forget the herbal rainforest for the constipation. Also, it's a great detoxifier. A lot of people take it every night for their whole life. They just love the effect, and they love the comfortable sleep they have, as well as a great way to, in the old herbalist language, detoxify the liver, detoxify the intestines, detoxify the blood. Okay? And give me a call every couple of weeks and let me know these measurements and your consideration or your appreciation or your observations of what's going on with your body and your functions, such as bowel movements. Okay, Doug, how much time we have?
Got about 60 seconds.
60 seconds. Well, I'm going to remind everybody, if you want to do things yourself, save your family from destruction by the medical system for fake diagnoses so the doctors can make money, we're talking about $750 billion a year. $750 billion a year for fraudulent billing to your insurance company just so doctors can pay their bills. That's every year. Okay? So I want you to get a hold of the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the book Black Gene Lies, the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the book Let's Play Doctor, and learn how to take care of yourself and avoid the medical system as much as possible. Okay? You can do 90% of what a doctor does in his office. Go to a pharmacy and just follow the directions in the book Let's Play Doctor. Go to a pharmacy and ask for specific test strips for the blood, for the urine, the equivalent of colonoscopic exams. You don't have to have a doctor stick a garden hose up your rump and puncture your intestines and kill you. Okay? Don't put yourself in that position. You can do these things yourself. Instead of paying him $2,000 for a physical in his office, you can do the same physical for $4.50. You got to be kidding me. Okay, well, thank you so much, Doug and Billy. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order. PureWorks.
Do certain foods cause you to bloat or experience gas? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with heartburn? Are you forced to sleep on piles and piles of pillows to cut down on heartburn? Have you been diagnosed with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease? If any of these describes you, then you've got digestive problems. I was awakened with heartburn almost every night for over 20 years. Then I heard Dr. Wallach and realized all of the antacids I'd been using were actually part of the problem. My stomach acid wasn't too strong, it wasn't strong enough. So I started taking the ultimate enzymes from Longevity. Now all of the heartburn, belching, and bloating are gone, and I can sleep through the night without piling on the pillows. And I'm back to eating the spicy foods I love. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the health benefits of drinking coffee. Longevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Longevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's Immune Plus, a full, robust coffee blend combined with the immune-supporting benefits of echinacea and the full-spectrum daily requirement of vitamins and minerals. Boost your immune system every day with JavaFit's Immune Plus multivitamin coffee. Available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local Longevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Longevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.